Hello, this is Mike Ryan, Product Manager at Deerfield Communications. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about message handling in VisNetic MailFlow. So obviously one of the key pieces to an email management system is to try to get that incoming email routed to the appropriate groups or individuals within the organization. So MailFlow has long depended upon what we call custom routing rules for those new messages coming in and getting them routed to the appropriate groups or individuals, like I said. So let's just take a quick look at some examples of some routing rules. So let's just click into this one here. So we know that we can route these messages based on who the email is sent to, who the email is from. We can also look to route messages based on the subject line, the body of the message, keywords in the body, in the headers, etc. So these are all things on this particular tab in MailFlow that we are looking to match on. And then from there we can move on and we can trigger some auto replies, we can trigger some alerts, we can forward copies of these emails outside of the MailFlow system, and to allow with VisNetic MailFlow version 5 allowing others to reply from remote addresses using Outlook or Thunderbird or some other standard email client. But ultimately with the routing rules, we look to the destination tab. Where do we want this email to be routed to? And there's a number of different criteria. We can assign ownership, send it to specific agents or groups of agents via maybe a round robin, to evenly distribute those new tickets coming in. And we can also assign them to a specific ticket box. As an example, so a sales related email might go to the sales ticket box. Support, as an example, might go to the support ticket box. And so just some brief examples with that. So that's one way of moving messages, new messages coming into the MailFlow system, getting them to the appropriate groups. Now we've had a long-standing request of, now I want to be able to maybe bulk move messages that are already in the MailFlow system. So maybe after a certain period of time I want these messages to be moved or closed or moved to a different ticket box or whatnot. So this is something that we've introduced in MailFlow 5, and we call this the auto ticket actions. So this is at the ticket box level. So let's go and take a look at our ticket boxes, and we'll click into to one of our ticket boxes here. We'll move over to the bulk actions tab, and you'll notice a new section here called Auto Ticket Actions. Let's go ahead and click the Add button. You'll see that these are time-based actions. So it allows you to specify minutes, hours, or days. So let's just maybe use an example of, let's say, 48 hours. And so we have a ticket that comes in, and maybe we go ahead and respond to it, but we want to go ahead and leave that ticket open. So let's say after 48 hours, after an outbound message has been added, so the email comes in, the ticket's created, one of our support personnel replies to that ticket, leaving it open, and maybe that's just the policy of that particular department. We want to leave all open tickets visible in the system. However, let's say we give that customer 48 hours to respond. So rather than having to go back through and manually, let's say, maybe close that ticket, we can perform this bulk action or this auto ticket action, and we can automatically close those open tickets after 48 hours. So after an outbound message has been added, we will change the ticket state to closed, and then we would save that rule. So what would happen is, once this is enabled, that flag is set. So an email comes in, the agent responds to that ticket, leaving that ticket open, and then if the customer replies back again, then essentially that flag is removed or it's reset. However, if there's no reply, then after 48 hours, that ticket, we're going to go ahead and actually close it. So that's just one example. We have, you can build upon this. You can add additional rules. So it's when you build additional actions into this configuration, it's the one that applies first and foremost. So if if, as an example, if an outbound message is never added to that ticket, but maybe we want to give a certain period of time and maybe select a different event. So maybe it's after that ticket is opened, where we're going to set another action, such as maybe move it to a different ticket box. So you can see, you can begin to look at the various actions here and maybe come up with some ideas how this might, help your workflow. We've had a lot of requests where companies like to leave the tickets open, even though MailFlow has the capabilities of, once you close a ticket, if another inbound message is a reply to that ticket, it'll automatically reopen that ticket. But we found that various companies use the features for various configuration options. So there's quite a few actions that we can trigger on when a ticket's created, opened, closed, escalated, moved, just when a note is added to a ticket. And then we can, again, change the owner, change the state of the ticket to closed, on hold, waiting for response. We can delete tickets, we can escalate tickets, and we can move tickets. So we can, again, move to a different ticket box. If we want to change owner, that changes our select box here, and we can select to change ownership to another agent. So it's just kind of a quick look at the auto ticket actions in MailFlow 5. Certainly, if you have any questions, please just drop us an email at sales@visnetic.com. Again, this is Mike Ryan, Product Manager at Deerfield Communications. Thank you.